There's something about what I do that I just have come to most definitely greatly appreciate on this life of mine. That I only come to appreciate in times of that I've been able to be out here doing what it is that I'm doing and continuously keep working on what I'm working on and being a part of more than just my own self, but understanding more of the small little things that are involved with being able to survive and thrive and being able to do what we do and just seeing more of the behind the scenes of everything that I'm a part of and just give me more appreciation to what I'm all about on this planet. And with that has been able to give me more appreciation to be able to see someone's just straight up lying to me. My name is Mark Anthony Dubose Jr. and I was born July 4th, 1986. And today I want to talk about something that I don't think that a lot of people really have this very clear inside of your minds and inside of your brains with everything that's going on with you that you're lying. And you know you're lying because things just aren't quite sticking and staying and firm and steady. And you're always kind of like, oh, what is this and what is that? And when someone asks you a question, you're just kind of stumbling and fumbling. You're not sure, you're not quite on it, that you're lying. And a lot of us today are lying and we don't even realize that we are lying. That we're lying because someone else lied to us and we just want to continue to keep believing that lie and living in that lie until someone comes to you and says something and you're just like, I never thought of it that way. I never even thought about that. That never even came to me. That never even was even a thought to me at all. But you said that and now you're kind of exposing everything that I was believing. And then now it comes to a point in time is, do you want to continue to be a part of that lie or do you want to continue a new path and follow into something that's completely different? And that path that I want to talk about today is the path of having a good understanding of knowing who Jesus Christ is and what he's all about and what he's able to do and who God is and what he's all about and what he's able to do and why that's such a very a meaningful thing that you should try your best to get a better understanding on. And not just listen to what it is that I have to say, but ask and pray and wonder and keep on just dreaming about what it is that you're looking for and the answers that you're looking for. Because I'm telling you here right now, because the number one thing that I do know is the only way that I can't, because I said this before, I can't say, hey, Jesus, this is my friend. I want you to expose yourself, show yourself, give to him, give to her everything that you've given to me, give the insight that you've given to me, and just bless them. I can't do that. All I can do is just say, there's something happened to me. Something's changed in what it is that's going on with me that I can't even put it to words still. That the words that I could try to tell you, or some people say, oh, my testimony, my things that have gone with me, I still can't quite put it all out there yet. I'm still kind of putting it together to figure out like the things that have happened to me, the things that have come to me, the things that I experienced today, the things that I'm about today is nothing of the same as what I was experiencing in any of my life before. And it all started with a slow trickle of me getting closer and closer to just understanding one source of my own, which is my food. That one source started a transformation of being able to just get me to understand more and more and more of everything that goes on around me and everything that happens with me. It started to get me to understand more about music, more about videos, more about movies, more about health, more about life, more about food, more about everything, because I have a more sense of understanding where it came from, where it started, how it was, the ground up source, not just knowing that, yep, there it is, that's all it is. It's like someone would say, it's like making a video is just like, you make a video, you put the record and you just did, but it's like, no. There's so many other things that are behind it. There's so many other things that you have to do. There's so much behind being able to get stuff out there to be able to make it happen and to be able to make it look good and to be able to make it function and be able to have everything with it. That it's not just a simple, that's all it is that you see. There's a lot behind that's going on. And that's the whole concept behind where I have a good understanding of knowing who Jesus is, that there's a lot behind that's going on that you just can't see. Right now, you just sit there, you see a guy, you're just like, look at you. What are you complaining about? You could do this, you could do that. You got great health, you can run, you can climb, you got the time and the energy, you got the resources to do this, and what are you here to complain about? Look at you, you're in the United States of America, the land where everything is so easy and so simple, and you just got everything for you, and you got access and availability to all this stuff. Look at you, what's wrong with you? But what you see is not with everything that's going on. The stuff that's behind, the stuff that's led me to be able to be to this point, to be able to allow me to do what it is that I'm doing, that you aren't a part of. And that's the part where that's who God is. That's what Jesus is all about. He's been able to do all the background, everything in the back to be able to get you to be in a place that you could represent yourself to someone else who's going to look at you and say, that's kind of interesting. That's kind of cool. I kind of like that. I kind of a little want to be on board with that. And for me doing what I'm doing, being a follower of Jesus, not classify myself, labeling myself with any of these labels, with any of these churches, with any of this stuff, but just a follower of Jesus. When God came here, Jesus, to be able to communicate and be able to speak to us, to give us instructions, to be able to explain some stuff to us, to be able to let us know what it is that we should and shouldn't be doing, and where it is we should go, and how we should be doing some things. That He made it so simple for us that it's easy. It's easy. And it's not me saying that I'm a Lutheran, I'm a Christian, I'm a Muslim, I'm an atheist, I don't even know what else. There's just so many other little things out here that it's just I'm this and I'm that and I'm a this and I know who you are if you label yourself this. I know who you are if you are this, and that is just false. That is just false. And I just know because I've been testing this YouTube. I've been playing some little games, I'm gonna say, is just to get a good understanding of how it works. Because I know when I speak something, what I'm speaking today, it just is not gonna get spread. But let me say something of some hate, some envy, some jealousy, some rage. Those videos of all of mine, every single one, is starting to get spread out there, and it's a very humbling thing for me to know, because I also do know who Jesus is and what He's all about, and what He said and how it's going to be able to get closer and to be able to be about Him, and how narrow and how small and how few it's actually going to be. That I want more to be able to be there, but I can't force you, I can't make you, I can't manipulate you, I can't coerce you, I can't do any of that to you. I can't put you through fear to be able to get it. I can't do any of that. All I could do is just say, hey, you know what? Something has been able to happen to me. Something's been able to transform my life, and I've been able to do some things, be able to be a part of some incredible things. And one of those incredible things is allowing me to be able to see the whole makeup of everything around me. Have a good understanding of these trees in this land. Have a good understanding of the animals and myself. Have a good understanding of just everything that I'm exposed of and I'm a part of and that I enjoy and I like doing. Knowing where the water comes from, why the water's like this, how to filter the water, how to clean the water, why is the water this way, why is the soil like this, why is it like that, why do these bugs need it, why that's needed, why everything is going on. It has allowed me to be able to just see through deceptive practices, to see through lies, to see through manipulation. It has made me have to break myself down to the point of just understanding what it is that I'm doing to be able to get and be able to have what I have. What it is that I'm doing that's making me reject certain things. What is it that I'm doing that's putting people in front of me that are constantly doing these weird things where I'm just like, what? And it's allowed me to be able to just strip myself down of that so that I can be able to see what it is that someone else is doing something to me. So when you're lying to me, I don't know what it is, but for today, and I've kind of always known this because I read your body, people. I don't care what your words are saying. I'm watching what you're doing. I'm seeing what you're doing. And you're lying to me. And I can tell you, and I can see it right away and right up front, and I don't have no ifs, ands, and it's nuts about it. And that's something to me that I just know. That the times are changing today, that something is changing today, that my days are changing today. It's already 7 o'clock and I don't know what happened to my day again today. Every day is just kind of going like this, that there's something magnificent is going on. And it's also allowing me to just be able to see all this deception that's going on. And it's not going to be so easy for you to just keep on trying to do what you do and hide around and think that you're going to be able to get away with it. That there's a lot of people on this planet today that are starting to be able to see what's going on and starting to be able to have a good understanding of exactly what's happening. And you're no longer going to be able to just try to dance around certain topics that we're just like, that's not right. That's not real. That didn't happen. So let's move on to what is real and what is actually happening. And what it is that we should actually be focusing on and paying attention to, because everything is trying to lead to fear. And that's the biggest thing that I'm going to say that majority of what most religion today is trying to get you based into to try to have a good understanding of who God is through fear. Oh, you're going to go to hell if you don't believe in Him. You're going to die in a lake of fire if you don't believe Him. You're going to be in this abyss of nothingness eternity if you don't believe in Him. And that's not at all who God and what God at all represents. He's not that at all. He's extremely loving. Jesus is extremely compassionate. He's extremely caring. He's just got so much self-control behind Him that he could just give you a slither of what He's got to be able to amplify and upgrade your life to be something of an absolute amazed greatness on this planet. That He can give you a little bit of His humility and to be able to give you an absolute blessing to be on this planet. He could just give you a little bit of wisdom so that you can no longer have to fight and struggle and have all these complications out here and continuously feeling as if you're not sure how to do it and you're not sure how to gain and you're not sure how to get. That you're going to look at every little thing. You're going to have a good understanding of the understanding of why it is what it is and how it is and what's going on with it, of the whole breakdown of it. That's something that is just so powerful, because when you start to look at the world that way, you stop looking at what it is of the, say, worldly things. You start to stop looking at what it is that someone is doing and what someone has, what some of the accessories someone has, and what bag they got, what kind of shoes they got on, what kind of vacation they took, and you stop looking at those things because you start to realize like all that is non-existent. It's not important. It's worthless. It's pointless. You're gonna start to look at the little things that actually do matter. you're going to start to look at like the water that you drink. You're going to say to yourself like, wow, look at this. This came from this. This came from this. This got here. This got here. And then you're going to start having a greater appreciation of everything about everything that you do. You're going to start being more aware of the things that you eat and you consume. You're going to look at a candy bar and you're going to look at it and say, you know what, this is not the best for me, because I know that this right here is what's slowing me down from being able to do what I need to do. You're gonna start looking at a pack of cigarettes, you're gonna look at it and say, I reject this. I reject everything about it. I reject this alcohol. I reject everything about it because it's not bringing me to where I wanna go. A little bit here and there, that's fine for some people, but for most, majority, what's the point of even having it if you really have it here or there? Just give up on it 100%. What's the reason for it anyways? It's doing nothing but slowing you down. It's a hindrance to you. Anything in your life that you're just like, you had this fiend behind you where you're just like, I need it, or I can't this, or I can't that. That's the power of what I'm going to say, who Jesus Christ is to me. He's been able to allow me to be able to get away from all of those issues and all of those problems. That feeling of I need somebody or I can't. I got that gone. I need this smoke to be able to relax me because I'm getting too anxious. I'm getting too irritated. I'm getting too frustrated, or I won't be able to make it. I need this alcohol to be able to get me to relax because I can't just calm down at night, and I need something to be able to just soothe me. I need. It got me away from all of that. 100% of that. It got me away from this, I need this desire that I just got to buy this or I'm not going to be able to make it. I need it, and I need it right now. It got me away from a lot of that, all of that stuff, everything with that, to be able to allow me to just be able to freely live on this planet and just experience it and just have some fun with it, to be able to watch and see the abundance that I actually already do have, and the abundance of what I can create from absolutely nothing. The abundance of just realizing what everything is and where everything came from and how it all, the makeup of it. That is just an absolute amazing thing to be able to be a part of. And it's an amazing thing for me to be able to stay out here and be out here and do what I do, to be able to just keep experiencing that on a day-to-day and not caring about what this person has, not caring about what that person's got to say, not caring about any of that stuff, but caring about what it is that really truly does matter on this planet. What matters on this planet is for me to be whole and true with what it is that I'm doing and seeing and being about and representing that and being able to push that upon so that someone else can see that and say, hey, that's kind of interesting. Maybe I would want to kind of get a little bit of that as well. Not for me to say to you, you're going to die in hell if you don't believe what I believe. Not that's war, that's conflict, that's fight. I'm not going to fight you to believe what I believe. I believe what I believe, and I don't care what you believe, because I know where I'm going. I know what I'm doing. Would I like it if you were? Yeah. Then we could chat it up, and we could do some pretty cool, pretty interesting stuff. But if you want to reject who I am and what I believe, that's fine. You can reject that over there. I'm not going to come over there to try to force you to come over here. I've already said what I had to say, and now you can stay over there. That's the lies, I'm going to say, are getting spread today. That you got to go out there and force people to do what it is that you do. You got to force people to be the way that you are. You got to force people to say how it is you say. You got to force people to pray the way that you pray. If you want to believe in Jesus, you believe in him. If not, then don't believe in him. But for me, that's not going to change what I do and how I do and who I am and what I'm all about. That's just going to have you over there and then me over here. So I'm going to say there's multiple different worlds on this one little world, that your world over there is the way it is and my world is the way that I see it here. When I hear some good music, and I appreciate every little thing about it because I understand how to make it and everything behind every little technical detail of how to be able to get it there. When I watch a good movie, I'm like, wow, that's interesting, because I know that there's 1,000 people in the background that are putting that together for me to just see that one little thing. There's so much going on to be able to get that one little picture. That 2 hours, it's hundreds of thousands of hours and hundreds of thousands of years behind knowledge, behind everyone that's put that together to be able to have that, be able to do that. When I make a phone call, just be extremely impressed, like, wow, that's pretty interesting that I could talk to somebody halfway across the world right now, just so clear and so just so easily, so just appreciate it because I understand where it came from and everything about it, instead of worrying about what it is that I don't have. That's something that is just very, very interesting, that I'm going to tell you that there's not just two worlds, there's multiples out here. And there's a world going on where there's a whole lot of people that are just waking up to the reality of what's going on out here, and they're starting to see the lies, and they're starting to see all the deceptive practices that are going on, and it's just not going to work. It's not going to work anymore. And with that, man, I just want to say thank you for an absolutely amazing week, God, to be able to allow me to keep on doing what I'm doing, and give me a little more insight on understanding what it is that I should focus a little bit more of my energy on, and stop trying to get like in my feelings about some things where I'm just like, why isn't it just doing that? Why did I see this over there doing that, but mine's not doing that? And it's for a reason. because it's for a reason, because there's something behind what it is that I know that I do, that I know what I do. I see what I do. I know what my life is. I know what I've experienced. I know what I'm all about. And I know that there's no lies behind it. I know there's no deception behind it. I know there's no gimmicks behind it. I know there's no marketing plan and sales behind it. I know there's no business startup trying to get happen from it. I know there's none of that behind what it is that I do. And there's something behind me that sees what everyone else is doing. And I'm seeing all that's going on. And I understand why certain things go and certain things go certain ways that they do. And it's for me to just, I don't care. And I have to say that, and I got to say that again today, and I'm probably going to have to say that for a couple of days for it to just really stick, that it's going to take about 21 days for it to just really stick and just say, I don't care. I got to do what I got to do, and I know the way everything works. The realer you get, the harder it is for you to be able to get what it is that you got to say out there, because you're going against what everybody else is saying. And if you're going against what everybody else is saying, everybody else is going to reject it. And when everybody else rejects it, then all of a sudden you're the one that's not right and everyone else is right. But there has to become a time in a day that there's going to be more and more people on this planet that just start to wake up, that you start to see what's going on. And they're going to start to have a real good understanding of knowing, like, no, actually what all that over there that you're trying to tell me is right is wrong. And I'm telling you, majority of what you're seeing out here right now is not right. It's all lies. It's all crap. It's all garbage. It's all just, it's not looking out for the best of you. It's looking out for the best of them. And that is not at all what Jesus is all about. Jesus is all about making sure that we are all good. He's all about making sure I'm good to be able to be good so that you can be good. He's not about just, give me it all, and I'm not going to do nothing for you. That's not at all who Jesus Christ is, who God is of this planet. And if someone out here says that I know who Jesus and I know this and I know that, you don't know exactly in reality who and where he even comes from and what he's all about. You have no idea. You have no idea what God is actually even about and what he even is. You have no idea the vastness of what it is and who he is and what it's all about. You have no idea. Nobody has any idea. And there's people out here today, especially today, that are trying to say that they know who he is. They're just like, I know exactly what's going on. And the confidence that they have, I know you're just trembling inside with trying to project that confidence out there and just hoping that someone else latches onto that confidence so that you just know that you're not the only sucker on this planet that thinks that they know it all, and so that you just feel alone at night. And I just want to say thank you.